All right, parents across the country are facing a dilemma right now. What to do to find food for their babies?
The federal government is now making moves to boost baby formula production. But those efforts likely won't make much of a difference for weeks. Now, a mom from Old Town is putting together a grassroots effort to connect parents with the products they need to feed their kids.
But I've loved every second of it, and I just love them more and more every day.
New parents know this feeling, and now they also know this one.
By like the third store, I started sobbing because I was like, what if I can't feed my son? And that fear just became so real because you just don't know what you're going to do. Like, where do you turn? There's nothing out there.
That's why Elizabeth Hewitt started this Facebook page, Maine Baby Formula Shortage Help. People post where they see formula and connect with each other to get this precious commodity into parents' hands.
I'm about to meet some moms in Bangor Brewer area to drop this formula off.
Elizabeth has mailed and even hand-delivered formula she finds to parents in need.
I would travel states away just to find food for my son. I would drive 6 hours if it meant to feed him. So I know there's other mothers and other caregivers out there that are thinking the exact same thing.
Another solution? Donated breast milk. Pediatric Associates of Lewiston operates one of just 2 donor milk dispensaries in Maine.
If the family calls ahead of time, getting the paperwork all pre-populated.
Program Director Darcy Millett says they get calls every day.
Seeing their frustrations and stuff, it's hard that I can't fix it for them.
But this breast milk is expensive. It can cost up to $15 for this 3.4 ounce bottle, and insurance doesn't cover it. So pediatricians at these milk dispensaries in Lewiston and Portland are trying to make things easy by providing a prescription, which is required for donor breast milk, to make things a little bit easier for parents during this infant formula shortage.
And I also felt like a failure, not being able to provide for my own son. How could I not do this? This is the one job I have, is to care for my own child, and now I can't even do that.
Anything that you're doing for your child is beneficial, so you're not a failure, and it's not an easy process.
This was the only alternative left that we have, is to come together and figure out how we can help each other out.
So it's important to note, if you are using social media, lactation consultants and counselors I've talked to say you need to be very careful when buying breast milk from anyone other than a licensed dispensary. Those dispensaries that we've interviewed this past week screen the donor, test the milk, and then pasteurize the milk. And that is why that milk costs so much.
Yeah, Chris, and this week we've talked about the concept of informal breast milk sharing, but that obviously comes with risk.
Well, absolutely, right. You need to know that the mom or the parent that you are getting that milk from does not have any infectious diseases, is not taking any medications that might harm a baby, isn't taking any substances like drinking alcohol. One lactation consultant said that it's not unreasonable for you as the recipient of that breast milk to ask them to provide some proof, like a medical history from a doctor. She also told me if that person is unwilling to share that information, because it's not a violation of HIPAA, if they voluntarily give you their own info, she says if they're not willing to share it, that might be a red flag.
All right, good stuff.